Why should they be able to read and speak English? Because the mother freaking signs that you have to navigate as a CDL driver is in English. If it's saying no U-turn, well, you gotta be stupid not to see the sign that do like this and it got an X on it. But if you can't read that, if you're trying to get to a certain location, you can't read a map. You can't be driving and hauling across interstate lines. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com, so make sure you check out our store. Put capital with an AL, capital 20 to get 20% off. Get you one of these shirts today. Support what we're doing at the Capitol building. When I say support, meaning wear your support. And so you can show these leftists that it is appropriate and it's reasonable for us to protect the Capitol and make it safe again. So get you one of these shirts today, 20% off. And also we have a whole bunch of other bundles that we're doing. So go on and visit TatumStore.com. Illegal immigrant. You know that fool that y'all seen over the weekend that tried to do a U-turn on the highway? Now, let me say this real quick. I don't think it's that hard to figure this out. We all know now that he was an illegal alien. He should have never been in this country. If you ask me, I think he should be put to death for what he tried to do. However, it makes no sense whatsoever on planet Earth for a person that allegedly has a valid CDL driver's license to be traveling on a highway going 70 miles per hour, believe that it makes sense to come to a complete stop. You can't turn a semi-truck at 30 miles per hour. And then from the wide lane, you come across the lane, don't even look in your rearview mirror or your side mirrors. You do none of that. Somebody dies as a result of crashing into your semi-truck, and you don't even bat. I don't even think the guy frowned. He didn't even think twice. And I'm gonna show y'all that clip real quick, and then we're gonna get into some details about how California, the one gave him a CDL driver's license. And I think that more people should be held accountable than just the driver. There's no way that this should have happened. Now, this is a clip of another scenario, not the one that we're looking at, but another scenario of somebody trying to do the exact same thing. And without a crash occurring, there's a CDL driving guy that he's incredibly funny. He kind of describes this so you can kind of see what this looks like when other people have tried to do this in the past. Roll the clip.
So you really finna do a U-turn right here in the middle of the interstate. Boy, I'm telling you what, it's like some people don't have the sense that come with common. Okay, it's like some people don't even, like, it's a sign right there, no U-turns. You see that sign up there? It clearly says no U-turns. That's for civilian cars, that's for four-wheelers, that's for 18-wheelers. That is there for a reason, and you're doing it. So we got some breaking news.
Now, Hurst, here you go. Man, this is the other clip that he was talking about that ended up in this crash. Just looking at the other video, how are you going to enter the highway in a semi-truck when cars are traveling 50, 60 miles? The interstate is 80 miles per hour, really. People are traveling between 65 and 80 miles per hour. How in God's green earth are you going to enter the freeway? That truck don't get up to speed fast. That thing going. You got to shift 45 gears before you can get to 20 miles per hour. And you're going. So this guy did this, and this is the aftermath of a tragic accident. Roll the clip.
For the U-turn driver that made the U-turn in the middle of the interstate, come to find out, this dude right here, he's an ILLEGAL immigrant, okay, with a CDL license. Man, you know they about to start cracking down, right? You know they about to, all it takes is one national news story like this right here. They about to start cracking down at them weigh stations. They about to start checking off everything. They about to start checking everybody. I just truly believe that right there. But they say this dude right here entered the country the wrong way. And when he entered the country the wrong way, he came through Mexico. And, man, it's just a sad situation, man.
Let's get to some facts real quick. So he held the California-issued CDL driver's license. He also worked for a company who actually should be sued to oblivion. It's called White Hawk Carriers, INC. They're DBA'd as White Hawk, and they're out of California, and they got an A dot number and all of the stuff, a US dot number. I'm not going to give that out. I mean, I don't think that's relevant. And another crazy thing is that this dude is an Indian illegal immigrant. The owner of the White Hawk company is an Indian. And so you know what happened here. You know what this is why my wife is so adamant that we need to get these people out of our country. This man prioritized ethnicity and kinship over legitimacy. An illegal alien was issued a CDL driver's license, probably can't speak English, should not be over here, caused 3 people to be killed. How many of you guys in the comment section think that the company should be sued as well? You have a responsibility to not cheat and lie in order to get somebody a CDL driver's license. I don't know if California let illegal aliens get CDL driver's license, but I would argue that the company probably paid that he can get the CDL driver's license, and they probably helped him lie about his credentials and his status in order for him to get the CDL driver's license. And to be quite honest, whether you Indian or not, bruh, how do you make this turn? Roll the clip. Now, I don't know if he's in shock or what, but look at his facial expressions. Go back. He doesn't. Hold on, bruh. If I'm driving a semi truck illegally, right? I'm an illegal alien. I shouldn't be in this country in the first place. And I'm looking at the sign and I'm like, I'm finna do an illegal U-turn on the freeway. I know I'm doing an illegal U-turn while being illegal. Boom! The whole car go up under the trailer. At some point, panic should set in on in your body language. Just go, oh my God. I'm going to prison. I'm getting deported. People have been killed. I should have never made that turn. What am I thinking? My life is over. I'm screwed. Do I run? Bro, did you see that? What happened? This fool did the turn and was like, I guess it's over. Then catch him outside. Did we got the video of him just right outside the vehicle, right after the crash? There's a display of it, I believe, this clip. After the crash, he's like standing right outside the vehicle. Play it again. Just play it. He just looks back there. And then they're going to show him right here. He's just standing right over here. They pulling dead kids and stuff or people out of that car, and he's just standing there with a blank look on his face. You don't need to speak English to not crash and kill people. Now, what I would say is that we need to make a change. And I think the president has already done something very similar to this, is that federal law requires carriers, it's called the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulation. All commercial truck drivers in the U.S. must be able to read and speak English. Why? Why should they be able to read and speak English? Because the mother freaking signs that you have to navigate as a CDL driver is in English. So if it says road closed and you don't know what a road closed mean, if it's saying no U-turn, well, you got to be stupid not to see the sign that do like this and it got an X on it. But if you can't read that, if you're trying to get to a certain location, you can't read a map. You can't be driving and hauling across interstate lines. Understand traffic signs and signals. Talk with police and officials. Fill out driving reports and records. If you can't speak English, how do you talk to police and officials? They shouldn't have to get an interpreter to talk to you because you're illegally in our country. How do you fill out driving reports if you don't know English? You can't write it in English. You can write it in Spanish. You can write it in Farsi or whatever. I don't know, whatever they speak. What do Indians speak? I don't know what they speak. Hindu? I don't know what people speak. I don't care. If you don't know English, I don't want to talk to you. Hindi. I ain't never heard that language before. But they speak that. Speak that over there. Don't come to America speaking Hindi. We speak English. A little bit Ebonics, but it's still English. All right? The rulers existed before Donald Trump. Under Trump, 2017 to 2020, enforcement was tighter. States were pressed to follow English standards more strictly. English proficiency ties directly to public safety and immigration control. What should be done? What should we do about this situation? regulatory audits and enforcement, review license policy, penalties for non-compliance, policy reform. This is the things that we should be doing to protect our citizens on the roadway that ignorant folk that shouldn't even be here. Look, American citizens have a grace period of being ignorant, okay? They can be ignorant to a certain point. They break the law, they go to jail, but they can be ignorant, right? This state country, this state, they can choose whether to do right or do wrong. When you come here illegally and you're not a citizen, you have no rights. I think that people that, if you are responsible for the loss of life of other people, you should lose your life. Take them down there to the jail, put them in the chair or put them on a table, and that's all you got to do. Or you can line them up on that wall and let them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some states still allow them to do that. Line them up on that wall. I think the men who be messing with these kids, they line them up on the wall. Shoot for the midsection first, and then you can finish it. I think you should take it and saw it off. Messing with kids. Don't let me start. Don't let me go down that path. I'm trying to be saved. I want to be saved. But I think they should go. They should lose their life. They come into our country illegally and take the life of another person. You should lose your life. There's no talking. There's no immigration. There's no talking. There's no constitution. We ain't talking about nothing, bro. You ain't supposed to be here. You ain't a part of this establishment. You didn't die. Your family members didn't die for us to be free. You don't have no rights. You ain't supposed to be here. You absolved of any constitutional rights. You go straight to hell. Well, you gotta go talk to God first. But then you ain't got your life right. You probably gonna go to hell. But you ain't finna be here. That's all I'm saying. If I can't be the president, I would literally, if I could control, that's why we don't have a dictator. Because if I was a dictator, I'd say, what do you mean you come to this country illegally? Oh, everybody go. I don't give up what you doing. If your status is illegal, I'm talking about people that overstay their visa, within 30 days, 90 days, that's plenty of time to rectify anything that you had going on. You gone. Hey, man, it ain't my fault. Get it together. Don't come in here. I guarantee you if you restrict it, people be on top of their game. And if you take the life of a person here, we take you right out back. There's no nothing. There's no beyond a reasonable doubt. It's a preponderance of evidence. The preponderance of evidence says that 51% of the evidence show that you did this. Gone. I know we ain't gonna schedule it. What you mean? Take them out there right now. We got plenty of time, baby. Take them out there right now. Every one of them that did something, line them up one by one. I think it only take like an hour. Every hour on the hour, 24/7, you take the life of a person in America, you got to go meet God. That ain't our fault. That's your fault. Go meet him and you talk to him about it. You ain't got it's no more talking with us. You talk to him. I bet people won't come here no more. They come over here, they ain't committing crimes because you're going to go meet God. And a lot of times y'all ain't ready to meet God. So you definitely don't want to go meet God that fast. But you finna go meet him, man. We ain't wasting taxpayer dollar on feeding you. You don't need to eat. You don't need to eat. You gonna either go out that way or you gonna starve. Whichever one come first. The greatest of the two demands. Whichever one come first. That's one thing I don't want to go on a rant, but that's one thing I don't understand about our criminal justice system. When you go to prison, why do you get 3 meals? You get 1 meal. You just need enough for you to walk to the toilet and back to and maybe for you to walk out the gate if we need you to. You don't need to eat 3 meals. You ain't doing nothing but going in circles in a 5x9. It maybe be a 6x9. Why do you need that much food for you to walk from here to there? You don't need food to get in shape and be built. You go to prison, you shouldn't want to be there. Dudes go to prison, get their master's degree. They come out swole. They turn their fitness models. And you should be starving when you come out of there. I bet you won't do it twice. Sleeping in 3 meals a day. What? Man, when I was a cop, I didn't eat 3 meals a day. Yeah, lucky I was intermittent fasting on accident. I would get one good meal a day. Maybe snack a little bit. You ain't go 3 meals a day. Y'all tripping.